Welcome to Dobby's Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is What's in My Toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. And in this instalment, we have this Libraton or Libraton, depending on what you want to call it, hose plier set. So we have two different sets of hose pliers. We have this one here and this one here, and we'll talk more about these in a moment. The part number on this is 913104, just so you guys know. And we'll talk about the boring parts first. Well, not the most boring parts, but the least interesting parts. So this comes with this lovely little carry pouch, which is not bad. I especially like it, you've got eyelets here, so you can carabine it onto the edge of the bag if you need to. And everything fits in there nicely, so you pop these in very straightforward. As you can see, we go in the pouch like that. And then the best thing about them is you fold it down, fold it up, and packs away quite nicely and keeps everything together. I usually have them hanging like so. And yeah, they work really well. You can have them hanging up, take them off, pop them down, quite good. Sometimes I used to have this, sometimes I take these out and I'll be like, if I'm doing like under like a pipe under a car, I will lay my head on this and my hair doesn't get too dirty and too filthy. Being blonde, it just can get a bit dirty when you're underneath cars. But save your hair getting wet at least, and horrible when you're underneath cars, especially when it's been raining like it has over here in the UK. We've had a week of really hot weather and then a lovely week of extremely heavy rain, and it makes life harder when you're trying to do stuff on cars when it's raining heavy. Especially when you're underneath them and you're laying in the river. But anyway, I digress. So let's talk about these tools now. We'll talk about each one individually. So we'll start off with the one here, which is a hose remover plier. So this is basically quite self-explanatory. First, you know when your hose is stuck on pipes, especially metal pipes, they seem to get stuck on, and you don't want to. So what I'm thinking of, you don't want to break the pipe. Say we're on a plastic pipe, for instance, and it's stuck. You can pop this on, like especially if you've got a diameter that fits in here, works really well. And to give it a little squeeze, and it will pop them. It will push the hose off without doing too much damage to your plastic fitting. And yeah, they work really well for removing all sorts of different pipes. You can also use them on the slightly bigger pipes. Then you've got something to leverage against, you can pop them off. They work, like I said, particularly well on the smaller diameter pipes. To the metal pipes where you've got like coolant going into a thing and they're like clamped down with one of these style clamps, and you just, sorry, these are a bit bigger than what you normally see, but like one of the small ones, you just squeeze it off and they come off fairly well. There's quite a lot of power in here, it gives you a lot of extra power. They're obviously spring loaded, so they close back up when you're done, which is awesome. You need to do a couple of bites, but they have got these really nice dipped handles that are shaped so you're not, gives you plenty of extra leverage. Like even if you just use the little fingers, you can get a good grip on them, and they've got these really nice double dips. So I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Let me try and zoom in so you can see. They've both got this as well, this same treatment. So we've got like a grey layer and this blue Libraton colour. I'm going to call it Libraton. I know people call all sorts of different things, but I'm going to call the company Libraton. So, zoom out, and obviously I've had a lot of different tools from Libraton. So, I've got a really nice practice set that I use on daily. I'll put a link to that in the description, but you'll be able to find it in my What's My Toolbox playlist. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. I've got a few other tools of theirs. They're really handy and really useful, and these are no different. They come in really relatively affordable as well. Yeah, these are really nice for getting off stuck and stubborn pipes. Also, in a pinch, you can use these to remove some stubborn trim clips, like that, like the ones that hold the door panels in. Like you can get this part, slip this in behind and squeeze it. You have to be careful, but it does work. And it just gives you a bit of extra space. They're multi-purpose, well, it's not just for removing hose pipes. They do work really well for that, and definitely worth having. And the real main star of this show, I've already shown a previous set of these hose clamp pliers, not from Libraton but from a different company. and these ones are a bit nicer than those. The set I have I couldn't find in the toolbox. I think I may have lent them to someone and they haven't returned them, which is a pain, but it definitely makes doing coolant jobs a lot easier. Any job where you're working on these style clamps, these spring clamps, these constant tension clamps, they are really good. They're definitely a lot better than the screw style, worm style Jubilee clamps, in my opinion. If I have a choice, I try and get these to fit back on, just because they are nicer and easier generally to thing, and also when with these, when the car warms up, they expand, so the pipe doesn't go loose. With the worm style ones, they can expand, and then when they contract down, that's where you get leaks with the worm style clamps. But different. Not just not a video about these style clamps, but these are really good. I know people hate them, but I'm saying they are actually fairly good, and I highly recommend, if you can, always refit these, or refit new ones if you can. This is an old one I took off the scrapyard, mainly because I wanted a spare, because they're always useful to have, because they do tend to break, especially if you're not taking them off properly. And yeah, to use these, they're lovely ratcheting style, so I'll show you before I put it on the clamp. Basically, you pull this handle and that lets it move freely, and then once you clip it in place, you have a really nice clicking mechanism. And you notice on the end we've got a cup and a little bar. You use them either which way around. I tend to put the cup end like this, so let me try and get this on camera, so let me open it up. I tend to have the cup on the end with the little protrusion prong, and the cup, the little V shape, should I say, and I have the cup end on this end. Let me just adjust the camera slightly so this is a bit easier in shot, because it'll make it a lot simpler. Here, what you do is just line it up like this, and then you just squeeze, and they lock in place, and then you can move the pipe up and down. I haven't got any footage of these in action, mainly because the last job I used them on, the last couple of jobs I've used them on, I haven't been filming because the weather's been so bad. But I did use these on a 4-Cougar thermostat not too long ago, and they made that job so much easier. Those of you who have done a thermostat on a 4-Cougar know how difficult it can be to do, mainly because of the bolt on the back of the thermostat. But these are really nice. Like I said, they hold really well, and especially with having the V like this. Let me just see if I can zoom in so you guys can get a better look on it. See, the clip holds this perfectly so it doesn't move. And then if you want to release it, all you do is, let me zoom back out so you can see this in a bit better light. There we are. All you do is just squeeze in, pull the trigger, and then you can release it. And you can release it in stages too, so if you need to. And then, nice and done. That works really well. The trick is with these, as long as you get this little bit lined up, so won't do it the other way around because it doesn't work as well, in my opinion. There's definitely a bit of a knack to using them. Especially when they're useful for like tight spaces. So long as you can get this lined up, normally like when you're coming in from above, as long as you can get these in, they definitely work a lot better than the old water pump pliers, that job. And yeah, you can go really well. And some of these do have locking mechanism. If you do have one with a lock on it, you just squeeze it all the way down and then just release it. Be careful because this one has locked, I believe, no? Just being stiff and stubborn. Yeah, some of them have locks on, so when you squeeze them they lock in. And that's great because that makes life easier, but a lot of them don't anymore. They don't seem to work very well. So once you get this like this, like I said, it makes it really nice and easy for removing these back. Just wiggle them back a bit and then just let them go, and that'll clamp on the pipe, and then you pull the pipe off. I will say with these, along with any of the any clamps that you're removing, make sure you get them far enough back. If you're not too far back, they're still on the pipe. When you release the tension, they're still going to be holding on. So, from experience, I've had that problem before. I'm like, I know I've loosened this pipe. Why is it not moving? And it's because I haven't moved the clamp far enough back. Give your pipe a good feel. Just make sure it's all working. And these work really well. They've got the same double dip handle, the same very comfortable ergonomic grip, should I say. And yeah, they are really nice. I do like the way they do hold very well, especially if you've got gloves on or they get wet. Especially when you're dealing with like coolant pipes that are a bit more tricky and not as friendly, because some of them are a bit fierce and vicious. Yeah, as you can see, works fairly well and fairly good. And they do lots of clamp cleaning. It just takes the hassle out. Also means like if you just want to quickly remove a pipe, you can just clamp it down, pull it back, leave these on, do what you need to do, pull it back up, and bang. And I do fly quite well. It's done up to a fair amount of abuse too. I've dropped these fairly regularly and didn't really show too much wear and tear from it. From what I've done, I flung these in the toolbox. I try and keep them with the pouch if I can, because it makes it easier. I find like if sometimes I use a carabiner on my belt so I can clip this on, and sometimes if I know like I'm doing a coolant job, what I'll do is I'll clip this on with a couple of carabiners on my belt, on the bag, so maybe change subjects aside about that, but if I do, so yeah, a couple of carabiners on my belt. And then I can pop other tools in here too, so if I'm using these I can like, especially when I'm doing lots of different pipes, useful to keep close to hand. Yeah, overall very handy. And before we move on to my final thoughts, obviously I do tool reviews every week. So if you're new here, consider dropping a like and subscribing. And also let me know down in the comments below if there's any tools you want me to review. I've got some very exciting tools coming up in the next few weeks, which I can't wait to share with you guys. But for that, yeah, just subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you want to see. I'll do my best to get hold of any tools you guys recommend down in the comments. But now I'm going to move on to my final thoughts and give these a spanner score. And I'm going to give these a 4 spanner rating, so 4 spanners will pop up here as always. Those of you who again are new, I give the tools a rating between 1 and 5 spanners, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. So this is a 4 spanner, so it's a pretty good tool. There are slightly better ones out there, but overall these work really well, really good. I would say out of the two, you can buy these separately by the way. If you just need a set of hose clamp pliers, pick these up, they're really good. But for an extra £3, I believe it was, I got both, so highly worth picking them up as a set. And that's the part number I gave you earlier for the set, so that was the 913104. I'll put a link down to an Amazon link. It's not sponsored, none of my videos are sponsored, but it definitely gives you something to look at, and if you're interested you can pick them up easily. A huge thank you to my Fixing Club members, Rodney, Jason, Sebi and Mr. R. Thank you for support, it really helps me and the channel out. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.